Hey everybody, this is me, Hitman for President, and welcome to my channel. In my previous video, I did mention that I want to do walk around of this Suzuki GSXR150, and I am gonna do just that. And I'm gonna start off the most obvious one, which is the windshield. I bought it from Shopee and it only cost me about 40 ringgit. To be honest with you, it doesn't fit perfectly well with the stock cover set. There are some gaps at the side of it, but for 40 ringgit I feel that is perfectly fine. It's not really that obvious, but if you really look into it, if you really find the flaws, and you're gonna find it. And the second one is actually the rims, and this is something that I really like because it's different. It's not really that different. There are a lot of Suzuki GSXR that spots on the RCB SP522, but for me, I like it because it provides what I need, especially the rear tire. I can use the 110/70 compared to the stock tire, which the size is 130/70. I can't really remember, but it's for me 130 for a bike of this size. It's kind of wide, and it takes away the agility of this bike. And the rear sets, I feel that if you wanna, the reason why I bought this bike is I want to take it to the track, and this is something that is a necessary devil. You got to change it no matter what, because if you use the stock one, it's super low. You're gonna scrape it in every turn that you get into. You're not gonna feel as comfortable as you would have liked when you get into a track. For street riding, it is perfectly fine, but when you talk about going to a track, I would suggest the first thing that you change is the rear sets, and it doesn't cost that much. It only cost me about 150 ringgit. I don't know about you guys, but that is, for me, that is an affordable amount. The third modification I did is actually change the full system exhaust to the CLD X Monster Series Racing exhaust. Personally, I don't really like it, although it only cost me about 370 ringgit when I bought it on Shopee, including transportation. The reason why I don't really like it is because it's very loud, and because it's a shorty exhaust. When I had it dynoed, the power kind of dropped right at the top. This kind of thing is unacceptable, and in the near future, I'm hoping to be able to change to a more proper exhaust for this bike. Okay, the next modification I did is I changed the ECU. I changed it to the exhaust. I found out there's some power drop, and then the ECU really need to be tuned. So I changed it to the A-Racer ECU, and it cost me 850 ringgit. I personally feel that it's a good amount of money that can be spent on the ECU. There are some ECU that cost up to 2,000 ringgit, and there are some actually cost down to 600 ringgit depending on what you want. But for me, the A-Racer is perfect for this one. Now, this is something that I don't change willingly, but for some of you who may know, I went and joined a local race recently and I crashed. So one of the things that I had to change was the clip-on. I can't use the clip-on anymore because I had it bent, and I had to change to the aftermarket clip-ons, and I don't really like it because it's very low. It's not as comfortable when I was riding the stock clip-on, so I'm gonna change it back soon, but I'm still waiting for it to be delivered to my house. And so far, that is the only modification that I've done to this bike. In the future, I want to do more, and just to share with you, next year I'm talking about the full modification on the engine, so it's not going to be in the stock condition anymore. I'll be spending on the race fairings. There are a lot of weights that can be shed, so with lesser weight, meaning more speed. So yeah, it's a very short video, I know, because I haven't done anything much with this bike so far, but I've only had it for about 4 months. So give it a year, it's going to be totally different. I mean, look at it. Even now, I'm just enjoying to look at it, but next year it's going to be something really different. That is a promise. So thank you guys for watching this video. I appreciate each and every one of you who's watching, and I'll be back in the next video. I'll see you guys. Goodbye.